investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Phil in Puerto Rico. Hey, Phil, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, doing great. Just wanted to thank you guys and the whole crew. Best content on the internet. Really appreciate everything you guys are doing.
We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Phil, how did you find us?
I just typed in live trading in YouTube one morning.
Cool.
I was looking for any type of live trading room. You guys came up, and
Awesome.
I know quality when I see it, or at least I like to think so. And I mean, you guys are just a dream. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Welcome to the Tiger family. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us.
My pleasure.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. You are what you believe you are. Humans are powerful magicians. You have the power to make yourself what you are right now. But it's not your reasoning mind that controls your power. It's what you believe. It's all those electrons, folks. Fire them off, baby. Market-wise, let's take a look at them out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 92, NASDAQ off 156, S&P's off 36, gold contract up $2.50, trading at $16.52 an ounce. We have silver down 4 cents, $19.62 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1, $89.39 a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10-year note up 4 ticks, trading 110.22. The 30-year down 3 at 120.30, and King Dollar. It's all about King Dollar today, folks. King Dollar's down right now 134 ticks, trading 111.343. The Euro's at 98. The yen is out here at 147 flat, and the British pound is at 114 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, we're going to go right to the futures because I want to show you what we're looking at here. So we take this 10-minute chart, and there we go. So what you're going to see here, and the S&Ps are a little bit different than the NASDAQ. The S&P already got back inside the range. So once you're back inside the range, bottom line, that's saying that, hey, guess what, man? You're going to go to the top of this range. Why? Because you get volume at the top of that range, folks. You get 162,000 contracts at the high. Okay? Now watch this. This is really intriguing because the NQs are not set up like this. They were a nice setup, but they're not set up like this. They're still going higher too. I just want to explain to you the differences that we have happening right at this point. So what the NQs did, you can see, and this is another indication that this market still wants higher price. It's pretty amazing, actually, but the bottom line, it does it right now. We get a rally going. So here's the first bar on the way down, folks, okay? That's when the announcement come out, 1,400 hours, 56,000 contracts, okay? Then, bottom line is you go topside. See how we went topside? The first test was 14,000 versus 56. So that's saying, hey, man, you're going downtown. What do? We go downtown. Now, watch how we're trying to test this 10-minute bar. We came in, and you came in with 49,000 contracts versus 56. You know, and that's like, okay, that's not bad. Then it blows it away. But see how it blew it away? It blew it away with 42. So you do 42, you do 49, and you do 56. And what ends up happening is that if it gets back inside the range, you know, now I'm going to swap back into the S&P again. The reason I'm swapping back into the S&P because we know that the S&P, this one has a good volume high, okay, 49,000, but you can see that was 56. But the S&P, bottom line, has a high volume high. So this is intraday. So my take is that it's going to try to get back up into that level again. You know, volatility is going to be here in spades, no doubt about it. fundamentally, what's going on out here is that the Fed did go up 70. Here, let's put it up. The Fed went up 75 basis points. So now the Fed fund rate, which is the discount rate, is laying at 4%. You can see it at 4. The bottom line is that they're going to be going up to 5, 5.5. One of the things that we all should watch in the future is the aspect, if you we were listening to what he was saying out there, what he was saying is that there was a question, is that will the Fed funds rate go higher than the inflation rate? And the way he answered it, he answered it in the aspect that there's other things that are involved, okay, in that context. Because, so watch what ends up happening, folks. When you're in inflation, if the inflation rate is like running at 8 and you're paying 6 for money, well, the bottom line is you're making 2%. That's convoluted, but the bottom line, that's how it goes. That's what he was basically, that's what the question was about. And he didn't answer the question directly. What he said is that there's other things that are involved. That being said, bottom line is that, we'll see where this shakes out. I suspect what we're going to see out here is, we go through the next, 45 minutes and just watch this dollar. Because the dollar did 100% move up and down. And now the kicker is going to be like, okay, where's it going to go for the rest of the 45 minutes here? And we'll see. The last pop-up, it got to 111.49. Now let's look at this because I want to see. No, it hasn't hit the trend line. What I was looking for is this, folks. I was looking for that it would come up to the underside of the channel line on the break, and that's a long way away right now. That channel line break is 112.80, and we only made it out here today to 111.598. So bottom line, we'll see. It's possible that this thing's going to get up there, and if that thing gets up there, that won't be cool, because that'll do some pretty good destruction to the marketplace. There's no doubt about it. We had a blast in the past come out here about an hour before the rate hike came out. That was Alan Greenspan, and he was coming out in the aspect of that he thought that no matter what the Fed actually does, that the dollar is going to have a tailwind, meaning it's going to stay strong all throughout 2023. And then we had a question that that's interesting. The premiums in Eagles right now well over 200 per coin. You know what I'll do, Frank? I will call one of the guys that I use and see what he's getting for a premium. But there's no doubt what ends up happening now. That question is really cool. The reason being, folks, is this: when the premiums get that high, right? The bottom line, that is saying that the demand is explosive versus the price. And I always like it when it's like that, because that's when there's one thing saying that, okay, guess what? I can buy this future at this particular point. When the Eagles get that high, the bottom line is that, yeah, you can say that gold's at this price, but what does it actually cost? Well, in this particular case, it's costing $18.65. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kickstad's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kickstad breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 185, Nasdaq's off 195, S&Ps are off 49. Okay, let's get into the NQs first. You're going to see both of these right now. You got now we're an 8-minute bar right now out of 10. So the volume is anemic as this test, but we'll see whether it's going to hold the price because it's going after this low. Okay, so check this out. So this bar here, which was 20 minutes ago, that had volume of 42,000. And this bar right here, you can see, is 19. And we are 8 minutes into this bar. This thing's going to hold, man. You know, yeah, the bottom line is I do this enough that it's very, there's not many times that the contraction is this big. That's a good contraction. So, well, we'll see. We'll see how it works. We take a look at the ES. We took a look at the ES and we see if that is lining up the same way. And you can see inside the ES, that low there had 123,000 contracts, and right now you're going into that with 57,000 contracts. And right now you're 9 minutes into that bar. So we'll see where it shakes out, but the bottom line, that's saying that the selling is subsiding inside the marketplace. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here today. You get Advanced Micro, that's flat. They came out with numbers last night. Numbers weren't bad. Amazon's down $3. You got Apple off $3.50. Tesla's down $9. You have Microsoft is off $4.40. Airbnb is down 12. That's a hit. That's a 12% hit. That's a big number, man. No doubt. We go to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials, where the Dow Industrials are, the strength versus the weakness. Right now, the Dow is down 216. Inside the Dow Industrials, what you have is that market-wise, point-wise, Boeing's putting 46 positive points, Goldman 17, taken away from it. You got Salesforce minus 50, Microsoft 39, and Visa 29. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. You got Match.com up 5%, JD is up 4%, you got Electronic Arts up 3%, and CGen is up 2%. That's all percentage. Airbnb down 11.8%, DocuSign's down 7%, and you get Datadog down 6%. Let's go to Airbnb. We were talking about Airbnb yesterday, And I was explaining that the aspect of, that you had the actual folks that have the Airbnbs. Bottom line is that they were saying that the reservations were basically going south. And sure enough, I mean, you can see what's happening here. This is breaking a swing, breaking it with volume. Put this on a weekly for a second. Put it on a monthly, because the weekly's not really telling me that much. It didn't have quite a bounce. Yeah, this is just, man, this is pretty intense. It's just to say it's going back to the bottom. That bottom that we're talking about there is inside the 80 area. So bottom line is that they have some problems. And what would happen there, okay, is the aspect of if those Airbnbs can't pay their bills, that's a huge problem, folks, because what ends up happening then is that bottom line, that's where you can see some defaults inside of that market. Now, I believe we're breaking these lows out here. Let's go take a look at this. Yep, you broke them. So we'll see where it shakes out. It didn't hold price, but you don't have a lot of sellers, but guess what? If it doesn't hold price, it doesn't hold price. That bar right there that we just broke on was 21,000 versus 42 versus the biggest bar is 56. But you have to hold price. That's what it comes down to. Now, if we take a look at the Qs and we put this as to where we're going here, where we're going to be going into, the Qs get 57 million, and you're going into 77. The top of 77 is 271.81. That's going to be the number. That's going to be a benchmark. Well, actually, the one right beside it, 278. 270.17. 270.17. You get 112 million shares traded. It's not going to do that much volume. But what if it closes inside of the 270.17? That is saying that, guess what? We will go right to the bottom of that bar. Not today, but that is saying that, you probably just haven't. Yeah, that's how that works, man. Let me go put this on the SPY for a second. And the reason I'm putting the Qs and the SPY is that you can get more clarity inside of what is actually happening, where it's going. So the SPY right now is 89 million shares, and the benchmark there is like, well, that's 4 points down, 274, because that's, well, let's see what we're hitting. But below that, yeah, it's 274. You could, we could do this one, 278 flat, 378. But we're going to do more. We're going to do more than 103 million shares. See that bar right there? That bar right there, the top of that bar. That's when we went up on the 4th of October. Gold. Let's get over to that gold market and take a look at gold and see what's happening with gold out here. So gold right now is down 960. Gold was up $16. See, that's the dollar, man. That's the dollar. There's no doubt about it. Look at this thing. Okay, so gold spiked to, that spike is good, dude, 1668. Yeah, this is still all right, man. We're still going up, man. When you get, see this gold thing? Gold has volume at the high too. Yeah, this is what happens on Fed days. There's no doubt about that. This is what happens in the markets in general. I'm not just saying on Fed days. This happens in markets in general. But that spike higher. What's going to happen now? Let's go see. I'll take a look at this gold contract. Yeah, you're going to see what's going to happen here. You're actually going to have, we gave it up on price, but you're actually pushing with volume. The last swing point up there had 187,000 contracts. That high there was established at 1679. We got to 1673, and we got 197,000 contracts. So you're actually pushing that area with volume. We got to get over to the dollar because I can tell the dollar bottom line has to be rallying, right? Because that's the dollar's rallying, the market likes going so. Oh, there you go. It rallied all right, man. Holy cow. Okay, that's heavy. That is heavy. Yeah. The dollar just went from a price point of 110.426 to 111.917. That's 1,500 points. That is one monster number. So, listen, it's real possible. We'll see how this shakes out. There's divergence. There's the divergence for you, meaning in the aspect of where we've been, and the market's falling apart. You got the Dow right now down 324, Nasdaq is off 281, S&Ps are down 70, gold's pulling back, bonds, there goes bonds. Okay, let's take a look at this. All about the dollar, man. The dollar just rules, man. That's the bottom line. You take a look at this dollar out here. I mean the bonds. The dollar rules, but here's bonds. Bonds just went from 111.09 to 110.07. Now we take a look at this. That's light volume too, though. See, that's light volume, man. Wow. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You have the Dow down 345. Nasdaq's off 293. S&Ps are off 74. We'll come right back.
If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading down 353. You get the Nasdaq off 296. S&Ps are off 76. This is really going to get interesting, man. So look at this for a second, folks, okay? There's all these different dynamics, but I want to show you this because if you're in the Tiger's Den here, you're going to see prior to the Fed coming out, it didn't seem like we could get there. But this actually had an ABC down from yesterday when we broke this morning. We broke at 9:30, and you can see, and the number was 11,017. That was the ABC structure down. It was an intraday ABC down. Bottom line is that we got it. Now we'll find out what's going on. But you can see here's the B point. The B point out there had 69,000 contracts. Bottom line, you broke that with 270,000 contracts. So we'll see where this shakes out. So it's done a 1-to-1 ABC structure on the way down. Now, markets can do a lot more than a one-to-one ABC down, particularly weak markets. But what does happen is that when you calculate ABC structures on the down or the up, you want to always be aware of what is that number, okay? And there's no doubt, intraday, when this come out, I didn't see it going down there. I put it in the den that's the ABC structure down. That was the buy. That was really the buy at 11,017, but we'll see if that shakes out and how that shakes out. Let's go take a look at these volumes and see where we're going to shake out at the end of the day with these volumes. So right now you're at 663 on the NYSE. On the composite, we are running... You were running at, you got some big numbers at the composite. Okay, we're at 4.2. So let's go take a look at this composite. The composite right now, yeah, it's down with volume, man. Okay, and that's also into the bar. The composite would have to make, well, not that much, but it would have to make a run. It'd have to close over 10,697. It doesn't close over 697, it's going to go right after the low, man. That's how this is set up. It's Thursday. You got to, let's see. So Thursday, Veterans Day is not until next week. So we get a full week. That's the real bottom line. You definitely got a full week. You get the weekend that's coming up. Then you get the Monday. It's the following week that the markets aren't closed, but the market would slow down a bit. There's no doubt about that. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume. Well, the big dogs, okay? We look at Apple first. Apple, that's down 470. Yeah, that's light volume, too. You're getting price destruction without volume out here. That's what we're getting right now. Because you get 69 million shares. That thing's going into 109 million shares, as well as going into 99 million shares. And the top of the 99 million is 146.70. Amazon set up at, look at this, man. So that's down 4. Amazon's getting close. I think when we did this ABC structure down, it was like an 80. Right down there. There's 81. That's game now, man. 81 is high. So the high is 97. And you can see what I talk about when you get into a bar. See the top of that bar? We're at 92 right now, where the bottom of the bar is 81. So... if you've been looking to get Amazon, get ready, because, and you've heard me say this many times, man. Amazon, when Amazon pulls back, every single time it pulls back, like when it's going up and up, and I'm saying to myself, oh, man, I really want to buy Amazon. I really want to buy Amazon. And every time that it has a real correction, it is so hard to buy Amazon, it's unbelievable. And then, of course, 6 months later, it's, off to the races. So you have to basically get your mind ready at that basically 80, listen, man, if you have the out of time in the trade, you can scale in, man. That's the bottom line, And scaling in just means that if you're going to buy 100 shares, buy 33, 33, and 33. Do 3 scales on the way in. And then you're going to average out at some particular point. And, and don't expect to be selling them in the next 6 months either. I'm talking about for a couple years. I heard a great conversation today, and what it was about the chips. And it reminded me, let's take a look at AMD. It reminded me of going back years that, AMD came out with numbers. Bottom line is that stock didn't get smoked. It started out at 63. It's at 58 right now. And what had happened is that the analyst, he was just saying, no, they've had a good run, and, the bottom line, this is going to be tough. He didn't say tough for a while. He just said it's going to be tough. And every single time that from 2000, yeah, I'd say from 2000. It's 22 years, right? From 2000, every time that I hear that the chips are not coming back, that's not the case, folks. They come back, and when they come back, they come roaring back. Okay, because that would mean that the whole world stops, because chips are part of the world, And they do They're truly a commodity, though. This run here was extraordinary because the bottom line, it was a commodity, though. You can see that the supply chain got disrupted. They could force the prices higher, which they did, bottom line. And most times what ends up happening, and this happened this time also, okay, now they have too many chips, and the bottom line, it goes south. Well, you know what? They get that straightened out pretty quick. And that's exactly what they do. They get it straightened out, then the run starts again, then there's more things that need chips again, and it goes over and over again. Let's go take a look at the GDX and see how the GDX is setting up here. So inside the GDX right now, that's down with volume. Yep, that's down with volume, man. That means it's going to... Now, this is going to get interesting because the swing point on the GDX is 2387. And, 2249. 2249. Now, 2249 has 28 million shares. We're already at 30, but we're not at 2249. And what gold loves to do is that it'll come down, and then if this does not get to the swing point, that's going to be bullish. You know, if it gets to the swing point, then you know flat out, does it get to the swing point with volume, without volume? How is it handling at that particular point? But right now, that's saying that they're selling gold, too. And let's go back to the dollar because this dollar, you know, yeah, the dollar's up 440 right now. So the dollar's over the consolidation. And more than likely what this dollar probably is doing is going to go and get into the underside of the channel line when it broke. Because when it broke with conviction, you know, so we'll see if that's the case, if that's where that baby wants to go. If it tests it like that, it's cool because then you understand that, okay, is this test successful or not? Because if it gets up there and then fails, then it's like, okay, yeah, probability of putting trades there are pretty cool because you have the aspect that the dollar couldn't make it through the trend line. It can't make it through the trend line. What's it going to do? It's going to flip around the other side and start right back down the other side, you know. And we know that the dollar is moving markets. That's the bottom line. It's moving markets in an incredible way, and it makes sense because the bottom line is that it's stronger than every currency, you know, in the world. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back. We have the Dow. Dow Industrial's down 334. Nasdaq's off 288. S&P's down 75. We'll come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Dow. Dow Industrial's down 77. Nasdaq's off 357. S&P's... Dow's down 356. Nasdaq's down 292. S&P's are off 76. Where are we? Musk. Okay, you gotta love this. Okay, so Twitter. Bottom line is that let me get this article. Here it is. Okay, so for the blue check on Twitter, Musk is gonna bottom line charge $8. So I guess the blue check is some kind of a deal on Twitter, verifying people and/or businesses and all the above. Now it's gonna be interesting because $8 certainly doesn't give Twitter what he needs to pay off the interest rate. Because my understanding is that 200, well, I don't know, 1 million people do it. Before you needed to basically, it was a deal to get the blue mark. Now the bottom line is that I think they'll probably still check on you, but the bottom line is just $8. And that's $8 a month, by the way, So we'll see how that, if that's how they can start taking income in. I believe it's, 200, that could turn into real money because I believe there's 276 million Twitter accounts. Facebook has billions, but Twitter, I think that's how many they have. I don't think it's thousands. I think it's millions. So we'll see, bottom line, if they can get something going there. He's going to have to do a lot more than just that, though. His interest rate structure, folks, is phenomenal, The bottom line is that the amount on interest rate is like just over the top. Let's go take a look at Nike. So Nike, bottom line, it's pulling back a bit here, but my take is that this doesn't want the next leg down. Why isn't this working? What just happened here? Yeah, see, this is the Bloomberg. This hasn't happened for a long time. The Bloomberg slowing down. So you can see Nike's pulling back today. You got 4.9 million shares. That's nothing. You're going into 8 million. This is Nike's building cause. When you get up to a gap like this, bottom line, it's hard to get through a gap. Most times, what I've seen is that it takes about 3 times to basically get through a gap. And this is really the first time it got up into the gap yesterday. Come back down. It's coming back down with lighter volume, and that's what you want to see. Let's go take a look at the tick and the trend for a couple of these tigers out here. So we're going to see some action on this. We should anyway. Okay, so this is, yeah, look at this. So this is really cool, man. So this is how the market is separated by bulls and bears and how fast people are changing positions. Look at this. You get a positive 772 and a negative 779. Now, either one of those. So first off, the positive. That positive up there is saying that it wants to go back down. This negative here is saying it wants to go back up. Let me go look at the, that's the tick. Let me go look at the trend. So the trend, This is probably under arms. Okay. So this is laying out at 1.9. It went to 2.26. So that, they're at 1.98. A 2.26, you know, but it's the same thing there. You get a 2.26 up, you know, up, which would be that, okay, that's too much selling on the same equities. And then you have a low of 0.62, and that's saying that there's too much buying of the same equity. So the way that the trend sets up, folks, okay, what happens with the trend is that when the trend, if you're looking for bottoms, you're looking for high trend numbers over the course of 5 days. You know, the trend gets up to, if you can, when you do the adding up, if they can get past 10, you get to 12, you're in really good shape. That's saying that you're getting very close to a bottom. What negates it on a continual basis is that if you get a high trend like that, because when you get a high trend like that, everyone piles in, bottom line, then has to recycle itself again. That's how that baby shakes out. We're going to take a look at, let's go over to Boeing, because Boeing, that's why, the reason that Boeing's up today, Boeing's claiming that they're going to have $10 billion in cash, but they're in free cash flow, this is, okay? But they're still saying that that's going to be in the middle of, you know, 2025. So it's like, but I guess that's enough to get it going. You know, Boeing, bottom line, you know, had volume. You know, this is kind of a cool one to look at, that when you have volume at a high, you know, we had a spike, but volume, but the price gave it up from 150 to 132. These always like to be tested. So you can see what's happening out here today. This test is not holding. The Boeing had 29 million shares there. It came up, touched it again, got above it. Now it's going to have lighter volume. Now, you know what that sets up? That sets up the other side. That sets up coming right back down to that bottom of 132. So regardless of what Boeing is saying out there, meaning in the context of how much free cash flow they're actually going to have, you know, the market's saying, well, I don't believe you. It's not that I don't believe you. It's, let's see fundamentally what they're at right now. Look at this, man. This is crazy. So you got a 12-month trailing. Oh, 1 second. Oh, they're not. Well, they're claiming. So look at this. They're claiming that this is going to be the first time that they've made money. Well, not the first time. Minus. Yeah, no, this is going to be the first time that they made money since. Well, no, it's going to be next year. 2023. That's the first time that they made $3. They're looking for $3.38. And 2018, bottom line, they were banging it out. They were making $16. That's $16 a year, you know, versus where they're going right now. You know, we'll see if that. Let's get over to Tesla and look at Tesla. So that's coming down with light volume too. I mean, this can go test the 213 area, 216, and you know, it's amazing. Musk is I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fan because of the way that he treats his shareholders and just basically pumps, and he realizes he's dealing with folks that are not sophisticated in the markets. But the bottom line is that he is amazing in the context of what he can get done. So in the middle of taking over Twitter, so picture, he's running Tesla. In the middle of taking over Twitter, he got to the Pentagon today because one of the first general of the Space Force was retiring today. Bottom line, he gets there, you know, and the general was thankful and, you know, saying how much, you know, Musk has done for the country and the whole ball of wax. And pretty amazing, man, that he can actually pull all that off. Musk has definitely cleaned the clock, and he's continuing to clean that clock, no doubt, at Twitter, though. I mean, the bottom line, the top sales guys went, yeah, he is the real rocket man. There's no doubt about that. Dow's down 417, Nasdaq's off 332, S&P's off 88. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 507, Nasdaq's off 354, S&P's down 96. Bottom line, we didn't hold price, that's for sure, man. So we take a look at the SPY here. What do you have with the SPY? Bottom line is that you're down. Well, what this actually did too, folks. Okay, we just broke that trend up from the bottom. So bottom line now it's game downtown, man. That's the bottom line. It didn't hold price. You can see that break. It's a decisive break. You had wide price spread. You can accelerate the volume. That's on the SPY. We take a look at the Qs. The Qs are going to be the same type of setup. Yeah, same type of setup. Qs are down 913. Also broke it. And the Qs, the top of that is 270 as we started the program, and now 254 is going to be game. And you go over to the dollar, and this is going to be tough on the metals market too. There's no doubt about that, because what you have inside the dollar now is the dollar bottom line is at 111,983. Now, what that sets up. Yeah, this wants to go to this channel, man. So the channel is 112,960 today. Now, what happens with these channels is that the bottom line is that, tomorrow, the next day, that channel line is going to get higher. That channel line is going to get higher in the context of when it can hit it. And technically, the way that it works is that it gets up to it, and if this thing stalls at it, and fails at it, well, then you'll go right back down the other side. Channel lines are really accurate, because the fact of the matter is it's either going to break it or not break it, and then you can trade off both sides of that channel line. That's the bottom line. That's how you can shake this baby out. And, you know, I suspect what we're going to see out here, we're going to have high volatility tomorrow, too, because when you have a day like today, this game's not over yet, you know. It's not going to be a straight line move down. I'm not seeing that. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 in the morning. Great show, folks. Look at him, folks.